right, the Bellhopper built 372 clone. Couple of tweaks, repairs, however you want to call it. Let me explain. So how you doing? Yep, that's right, the Bellhopper 372 clone. Got a couple of repairs or tweaks or however you want to call it. We've been having carb issues with it. Huge like stutter on the throttle, like it's starving, and you got to do things to try to get it to clear. Almost like it's vapor locking the carburetor, I guess you could say. So I just went ahead and threw a brand new Farmer Tech carburetor on it. Instead of messing around with it and trying to find a problem, I figured, let's just go ahead and throw a new carb on it. And I also replaced the impulse line. And as you've seen, the air filter cover is now orange. That's because I pulled the low top style air filter out and put the high top style air filter on it. Instead of going with like a velocity stack setup, it's a big foam air filter out of it and everything, I decided to just go with the traditional high top air filter setup because I still use this saw a lot for firewood. Actually, only a small portion of the amount that I use this saw gets ever put on video because I use it so much. This channel would half the content of this channel would be this saw. So, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, we're gonna fire it up. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't tuned it yet. So we're gonna have to start from fresh so we're gonna have to start from scratch to give it the tune and work through its process and see how she goes. I'm suspicious that I'm gonna have to change the clutch out because we'll see. I might have burned it up during this whole process where I was having carb issues. I figured out the trick to clearing like that vapor lock issue of the carburetor was to engage the chain brake and just smash the trigger and hold it like that. The problem is the clutch is just smoking, you know what I mean? And after a few times of doing that, there's a chance that I burnt the clutch up. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have a brand new one sitting here, so we're good just in case. But I think the clutch will be fine. We'll see how she progresses. So let's give her a run, give her some tuning, and see how she does. Alrighty. Time for a little shop minute. The Echo 590, I decided to take a look at it today. Picked it up on eBay really cheap as a running saw. And just to find out that there is no way in heck this saw is gonna run. It is scored the entire way around the piston. It is building almost no compression whatsoever. So she is definitely not a running saw. So what I gotta do now, I gotta locate a new top end for it. Not in a hurry. These top ends are kind of expensive and I'm not in a hurry to do it. So, it might be a little while till you see her, but yeah, that's where we're at on the 590. We are looking for a new top end to get her back to life. I plan on giving this a good, really good, as hot as I can, port job. So we're going to see how that progresses. Well, there she is. Chain needs a little attention, but I believe we fixed our problems. Yes. Yeah, I could tell instantly that she's running better. Not like performing better, but just being more stable. You know what I mean? I think we just had a bad carburetor from the start, and it needed changed. It's had that issue from day one, where it's almost like it's starving for fuel, and if you'd hit the chain brake and hold it wide open for a little bit, it would clear, and then it'd go back and it'd run like normal. You know what I mean? At first I was chasing the tune until I figured out that was actually the issue. So it's once you got it tuned, you had to just bear and grin it to try to get it cutting, properly right off the start. And in a race situation, you can end up in a disaster if things go horribly wrong with you. So, yeah, got some repairs done, put the high top air filter on it, and I'm pretty happy. Chain's a little off. It could use a little more chain on it. A little more hungry, I guess you could say. It's just a little bit off. It still cuts great. There's no issues there. It's cutting like the raker's too high, which it could be. But yeah, besides that, the saw's running fantastic. And we're working on getting this saw back to racing kind of setup. That way, she's ready to go for the races. So, that's kind of what I'm doing here. I just got to get that chain sharpened up and performing correctly, and I think it'll be good to go. So, yeah. Hey, we'll catch you on the next one. Later.